Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset, or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming.
Everywhere you go, you can hear the laughter. Little kids playing, chasing after. Innocence shines bright like a built-in light. With their giggles and smiles, everything feels right. Oh, the joy of little children filling up the air. Their happiness, contagious, nothing can compare. Just watch them run and play, carefree and wild. Oh, the joy of little children.
Your theory.
I think it's possible that someone has my son. I think it's possible that someone has my son. I think it's possible that someone has my son.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Smiley Stories World. Hello. We're going to get into this true crime mystery of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Look at his beautiful face right there. Hello. Let me just say hello to y'all. Hello. Hello, good evening. Millie, hello, good afternoon. And Janice and Sally, hello. Cindy, hello. Zipper, hello. We have Sue, hello. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, hello. Happy Sunday. Patty, hello. Kristen, hello. And we have, Janice said, good evening, good to see you. Please give our beautiful Smiley a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up so we can get this out. Absolutely. Terry Parker, hello. I have, and I hope you've had a blessed Sunday too. Rana, hello. Butterflies are free to fly. Hello. JH, aloha. Sally, hello. Hope Floats, hi. And Amanda, hello. Opal, hello. I'm glad you got in on a live too. I am too. Hello, and hello, funny face Brenda, and hello to everyone in the bushes. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, let's see. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to spend your time with me, and I appreciate it. I'm telling you, me and Justin's going to be in a competition. I love my friend Justin. Love you all. Love you all. Hey, Valley Girl. Hello, hello. Hey, Tina. I'm good. How are you today? How are you? Hello. I hope everybody is doing good this June 1st, 2025. It is Sunday. We're going to have this call in, and y'all better be calling in, honey. Hello, Woman's Warrior. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I'm interested in to hear from y'all. Y'all now. I am so excited. Hey, Tina girl, Lady for Justice. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Susan Elizabeth, hello, hello. I am just very excited. This is our call-in number. We're going to have a call-in show today, and we're going to talk about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and how this investigation you think is going along. I want to show you something first. Let's not start calling just yet, but hold on just a moment. Hold at your horses. Hello, hello. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're going to present this from Gallatin Chamber. Hold on just a moment. Share my screen. Hopefully it comes up. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Shoot. Why does this do this to me every time? Only me. Hold on. Is it me? Can y'all hear me, or am I mute? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Newspaper article that said the jail was. My name's Eric Craddock, and I'm a detective at the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. When I started the Sheriff's Office, all I had was a high school diploma. So actually, I started off, there was a newspaper article that said the jail was hiring correctional officers. So I took the civil service test, got hired as correctional officer, spent about 18 months in the jail, got promoted to road deputy, was on the road for about
Rogue or road?
10 years, then got promoted to patrol sergeant, and then I lateraled into detective spot in CID. It took me about 6 years to earn my bachelor's, and then it took me 2.5 years to earn my master's. So that's actually one of the things that I love about my job. There's no typical day. I don't ever know exactly what's going to happen other than me working on the cases that I'm assigned, and then as things arise, I just take care of them. Being able to prove things beyond a reasonable doubt for prosecution. Mm-hmm. There are lots of things that we know, but there's not a lot of things that we can prove in court. So holding people accountable for their actions is difficult. I think the most rewarding is when you get to help children or any vulnerable part of society. You know, there for a few years, I was a motor officer, so I got paid to ride a motorcycle every day. I spent about 7 years on the county SWAT team, so got to do a lot of really cool high-risk search warrants and manhunts and things like that were a lot of fun. The obvious response is a criminal justice degree or plan, but I think if you dive a little deeper and you think about political science or pre-law, a lot of people don't realize how important English is. Writing a report, public speech, testifying in court is not everybody's forte. It takes some getting used to. So there are lots of different aspects that go into making a complete cop. I would say go into it with an open mind. There are lots of speed bumps along the way. Something you have to have a desire to continue to learn. Every day case law changes all the time. Just since I started, I got hired with a high school diploma and now have a master's degree that I've worked through while being employed full-time at the Sheriff's Office. So it's definitely doable. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work too.
Oh, ain't that sweet? Wasn't that sweet, y'all? Who is that guy? That guy, Sally, was Sheriff Eric Craddock. I guess that was in his little bit younger days, honey. I'm just saying. And then I'm going to read y'all this. Okay. I just want to get some things brewing here. So I'm not going to say who wrote this. If you know, you know. But anyway, they said, no reason that anyone else should be considered. Thank you for your continued support and trust. Together we can ensure Sumner County remains safe and thriving community for all. Well, I just wonder how many people in Sumner County really believe that it's thriving and really believe that it's safe. I just wanted to put that out there. That's all. Let me look at one more thing here. Just a moment.
If you have a detail that you think is important, please call 615.
It's going to play over, I believe. Hold on.
Thank you.
I think it'll play over. It may not. Hold on.
I'd like to take a moment and thank all the first responders from across the state of Tennessee that have come out and helped us in the search for Sebastian. They've come from as far as Knox County. We've called in the state National Guard to help. The Army National Guard was here to help. If there was a resource we thought we could utilize to help locate Sebastian, we've used it. And we will continue to do so based on the leads that come in. The Sheriff's Office continues to urge families to check your properties, to check your cameras. No detail is too small. If you have a detail that you think is important, please call 615-451-3838. Thank you.
Well, first of all, he's not telling the truth. Hey, Nice Marie and everybody coming in. Yeah, he's not telling the truth. Oh, let me get this down. Sorry. He's not telling the truth. First of all, there are people that he can ask for help, and he has chose, in my opinion, not to. I would respect Ellie and Sumner if it corroborated with FBI. Anyway, so listen. He's chose not to. I want to play. I want to say Seth has been calling since day one for help from the FBI to take over Sebastian and, Sebastian's case. And I don't know if y'all heard last night me read that email from actually a neighbor there that spoke to Eric Craddock himself. And Eric Craddock should literally be ashamed of himself, how he treated that person, in my opinion. But Seth has been calling from day one for help. Everything seems to fall on deaf ears. And we want to know why. Yes, they need to hand the case over. And so the community is starting to speak out. I have someone reaching out to me. There's others that have people reaching out to them. Justin had someone to literally come on there and talk about Sebastian that's reaching out. Nobody, I'm telling you, Eric Craddock, if you're listening or come across this, has faith in your police department. Yep, they are too proud, Brenda, to hand it over. And even if they don't want to hand it over, they could at least ask for help and work side by side, but they don't even want to do that. Everything, again, is falling, in my opinion, on deaf ears. But it's not getting good when people start speaking out. They're frustrated. They're angry. A lot of things is going on. And there are even higher ups than that watching. Even our beautiful Christy that comes in here got a letter back, from someone. And there are people watching. They're watching. The community's upset. They want fresh eyes. They want people who live right there, to be respected, and they're not getting their respect. Have you called and spoke with Eric Credit? Any of y'all? Because there are people there who have called and spoke with him for their self. And they were dismissed. And they are not YouTubers. They don't have anything to do with anything except being concerned. And when they got Eric Craddock on the line, he was nothing but rude. He's hung up on people, and he's dismissed it, and he's put it all over on Brandon Carter. There's been a whole bunch of things. The very people who live in his community, Sebastian's community, again, who are neighbors, are concerned. They're more concerned for this missing child in their neighborhood than the sheriff who took an oath to serve and protect seemed to be. Now, that's a solemn pledge that Eric Craddock took when he became sheriff, and it includes this right here. Commit to serve mankind. The sheriff vows to safeguard lives and property and protect the innocent and respect the constitutional rights. To maintain integrity, the sheriff will keep their private lives unsullied and be courageous in the face of danger and maintain self-restraint. To be honest and obey the law, the sheriff will be honest both in personal and official life, amplifying obedience to laws and regulations. Maintain confidentiality. The sheriff will be honest and will keep confidential information secret unless disclosure is necessary for duty. Enforce the law impartially. I don't think that's been done here, but anyway, the sheriff will enforce the law without fear of favor, never using unnecessary force or violence, and never, sorry y'all if you had earbuds in, never, ever, ever accepting gratuities or gifts or favors or, that kind of stuff. Just saying. That's the oath he took. Hold on. And just FYI, even where sheriffs have general investigative authority over all state crimes, They are prohibited from taking actions that violate the state or U.S. Constitution, including constitutional guarantees of due process, equal protection, and freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures. All that kind of stuff. So also, before we take phone calls, would y'all please drop Seth's link, the one for Seth Rogers, in here? Any of my mods that has it. I know we've all signed it, and that's to get more eyes on this case, to bring the FBI in, whatever, and drop that in this link, and please sign that. I will encourage people to also contact their state representatives to keep that up, or governor's office, and ask that they review this case, share updated flyers, and if you have credible tips, call 1-800-TBI-FINE. Advocate, advocate, advocate. Educate yourself, and all those things. Thank you, Millie. Here is that petition. Funny Face said, Phil, the investigator for Metro, can and will expose LE. Oh, there's people that will. And if it needs to be done, it will be done. And we will not shut up. We will not shut up. I think it's pretty horrible when you have somebody that lives on the same road that calls Eric credit and he don't have time for it. No comments to questions. Well, why do you even take the phone call then? But he has no comments. He's not talking to the press. He was already told who the person was. And then when he just got that, he said he was in a hurry. The person asked him, well, is Sebastian not important? He said, Carter handles this. And he hung up on the person. He hung up on him. He's a snotty ass brat, snotty, snooty nose kid who don't deserve to be, in my opinion, where he's at today. But again, some people have all the luck, don't they? Thank you, Ann Reynolds. Thank you. Hey, Nana. Thank you. Exactly. Where's your son? In our opinions. Where? Hello, Christy. I want to... hold on. Give y'all an opportunity to call in if you want. I don't know if anybody wants to call in from there or not. I want to talk about how you think this case is being handled. I wish to hope that he hears this. Maybe you can speak through this platform. Maybe you can give suggestions on, what your thoughts and your opinions are, which I have lost something totally here. Oh my God. But anyway, how did I manage that? But you can call in and let's just talk about how the investigation's going, or what you know, or how the people there are feeling, or something, like that, if you want. The number's on the screen, and you're more than welcome to call in. Let's see what everybody's saying. Is the commissioner reliable? I have not heard really anything bad about the commissioner, but at this point, I'm not going to really vouch for anybody because who knows at this point. But would you write them and all those things? I'll say just go for it. Call, go for it, and all that. Cinderella said, I'm leery of the DA and even TBI. And, they bring that on themselves, if you want to know the truth. I did write to the DA, and I emailed the DA. Oh, it's okay, Janice. But, Nathan, to me, this is a chicken and egg question. Was a crime committed because the two perps knew it would never be investigated? I don't know. And again, nobody's ever been charged with anything. Let's get that straight. Or accused. As far as Ellie goes, nothing to that sort. We do know it's a criminal investigation. Even as we see in my intro, even the news said, and then they backed off. Why did they back? Why is everybody backing off? What is everybody so scared of? First, it's foul play could be involved. My friend, the DA, said it could be, charges this and do this. And, then the names was thrown around. And then I know Bobby and I know Carl. Look, this case, who is scared? Who's been paid, in my opinion? Who's had to backtrack? None of this makes sense. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Yeah. And then you got Chris, who wasn't even there, running all the narratives. All the narratives. Chris, why don't you call in and tell us? Actually, since you wasn't there, why are you running all the narratives? They might have finally told him to shut up, but I don't think he'll shut up long. Because as he'll tell you real quick, I don't think nobody tells Chris to do anything. I think when he gets a notion, he does what he wants to do and when he wants to do. I just think he's that type of person. And it doesn't matter who it hurts. It don't matter who it hurts, which makes him dangerous. So therefore, Katie, when he gets tired of you and tired of being under you, and maybe you throwing this always up to him because this is your child, he won't ever live this down. Whether he had it, he was in it, he knew about it after the fact, or whatever. 20 years from now, it won't ever be lived down. He's going to throw you right under that bus. Did you know the old Sheriff Sonny? In your opinion, if you are okay, share. Do you think he knew what happened? I did not know him. I did not know him. I've heard he was a good man, but I did not know him personally. I never got the opportunity to meet him. I've never had any run-ins with him, any reason to talk to him, anything like that. No, I couldn't tell you. Hold on a minute. I'm getting an email. Hold on. Okay, somebody wants to answer through this email. They said, I can answer for a few of us here on Stafford. We don't trust Sumner County with this investigation. 15 months, nothing nothing is it asleep. We don't, I'm sorry, that was my fault. Sorry. Let me start over. I can answer for a few of us here on Stafford. We don't trust Sumner County with this investigation. 15 months, nothing. It's possible they have something, and we are saying, and they are saying no comment to people. Possible. When L.E. ghosts Sebastian's father and the public, we must question everything. I agree with that. Eric needs to turn the case over and his badge. If he don't, we will just vote him out of a job. His attitude is no different from his buddy Chris Smiley. We got a sheriff that can't say the name of a missing teen. Why? We had enough, Smiley. I trust nothing at this point from Sumner County Sheriff's Office, sadly. They awoke sleeping lions with their negligence. How many people in authority failed Sebastian? Thank you, Miss Smiley. Thank you for watching me. Thank you. Thank you for writing in. I appreciate you. See? Well, they can. If somebody runs against him, if somebody decides to run against him, they can. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Now I gotta figure out how to answer my phone. Smiley. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put you on speaker. Hold on.
Hey, Smiley, this is Niecy Marie.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, but I'm going to tell you, there is a process you can do with the flashlight video. I learned this back in high school in the 80s, and it's FBI, TBI can do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. Let me tell you guys, if I'm going to put out the video, I enhanced it and slowed it down. This is up to the beginning. I think we got the beginning. You remember how Mod Crew was trying to work like the big lights on the house?
Yes.
This is close up. And I wouldn't be surprised in my opinions on the back porch behind the house.
Oh, okay.
When I'm going to put this up, and then the screenshots, it takes time to do. It's a long process. But anyway, there's more than one person behind the flashlight. There's more than one person going back. I got done with the one running back, they act like they slide something like a gate or something to cover when they're running back, but you can work the photos in. And it favors to me like a blanket or tarp with blue or white stripe. It has like a fence or something that's covered, like you know how the square fence is? It's that too. I'll show you guys who's behind the flashlights from that.
Okay.
Also, when you guys get the video, I enhance and they slow down. We're going to zoom up on behind the big lights. We're going to show who's all behind the big lights. The standard one. On the rock top corner of the flashlight video, there's more lights.
Oh, okay.
When I worked that, I got a sconce off the side of the building, got some faces, and I think it's time to release it because I went through all the proper channels and we're not getting anywhere. I even asked Seth a long time ago. I sent some to Justin and all them, but I decided it's time.
What did they say about it? I mean, what were their...
Nobody said anything, and I told Justin, don't release it yet until I talk to Seth. And Seth, I haven't heard anything, he's busy. But in the same token, I think it's time to show what's going on.
Okay.
And believe me, it looks like a great big container, not a trash truck. Looks like close to a garage. Okay. And on the top bracket where the standard light is, it looks like a railing, like a hookup.
Okay.
With the light. And believe me, when it goes on down towards the end of the video, they look like they were on a porch trying to take stuff down. Got my drift?
Yes, I do.
And it looked like when this big container is like a big tool chest, like a door opening. Okay, it looks like drawers in it, and they were trying to pull something, and it looks like a trailer hitch.
Oh, wow.
Like a standard trailer hitch.
Yeah.
But you can see it, and you can see someone crank something up in the shadows. It is double pane because it's close, like where the camera's at. It's like shining through a window, like a door window.
Oh, wow. Well,
but
yeah.
I think we got the beginning of the flashlight video. Remember, there's two parts to that.
Yeah.
And Mod Crew tried his best. I give him that. But this is what we got with the flashlight videos. I think we got the beginning.
And how did you come across that one? How did you come across that part?
Okay. Well, what you do, I took the original video, you screenshot it, and you do your exposed contrast. You take a picture of that one, what you worked on, then work on that one, take another screenshot of that one, and work more towards the end, and you get your full view of your faces and images.
Right.
You get what I mean. But when you play you still got little shadows. I mean, you got little distortion in the enhance of the video, but when you work a screenshot, you get a lot better view.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to see that. And have you sent it in or anything to TBI?
I remember a few months ago.
Yeah.
I sent in screenshots. I told him the process, what to do. Even everybody can do the same thing what I did, but here's the pointer. What I want everybody to do, if they want to, on YouTube. I'm going to do one video that's enhanced, is slow down to 30 seconds.
Okay.
Everybody's going to share it to their photo gallery.
Okay.
And when you get it, play it normal. Then after you go through it normal, go back to the beginning and pause it and use your finger on the strip of the video. You can control the movement.
Okay.
And you can see. And wherever the behind the light, there's background behind that big light.
Mm-hmm. Well, girl, you know now, Smiley ain't good with these buttons, but there are a lot of people in here that are. Shay's Safe Places in here right now. I know there's a little red. I know there's a lot of people in here who know how to do that. And
Yeah.
they can teach Smiley. They can.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, mine's enhanced.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see some detail.
Uh-huh.
But you do better with your screenshots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's reflection.
Yeah.
Even I done the RV, the background behind the interview.
Wow.
And even done Yada.
Well,
I'm not going to comment on that, but
I understand.
It's just my opinion. Allegedly, why is she inserting herself?
Yeah.
It got me thinking, you know?
Yeah.
Why is Chris getting so upset with their family? Our family.
Yeah, I get it. Well, let me ask you this. What is your own personal opinion about how this investigation's going right now at this point?
It's not getting anywhere.
Okay.
I think there's too much cover up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's time we band together and start letting things out, you know?
Yeah, I think if people know stuff, now's the time. It's time to, start letting stuff out, start talking. I'm so proud of these neighbors, and I'm so proud of people who is now coming out, because I was beginning to wonder where's everybody at? And I do.
Well, everybody's getting threatened.
Yeah, and I was fixing to say, I do understand people are getting threatened. They feel scared and all that kind of stuff. And I understand that. But just like this person is doing, and I've talked to them back and forth in links. But they can email, they can text, they can, there's things that they can do, it's time to start coming out.
Yeah, Smiley, I got so many photos. I'm way over 3,000 on it.
Yeah.
And that's just a couple screenshots of the first beginning of the video.
Yeah, I agree.
It takes a process and time, and it's too much megabytes to send in emails. And when I slow down the video, we got a 34-second video that slide down to 8 minutes and 34 seconds. Because it's on slow-mo.
Right.
It's down to like 30 seconds, 0.30.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I would love to see it. Anything.
And also, when you watch the big light, watch underneath. You can see them trying to unscrew something on the top. They're trying to get stuff down. And they're moving stuff around, and I'm not for sure if it's not trash bins, too. My opinion, allegedly.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
And then you're going to go to the right top corner, and I'm going to show you that, and you'll see movement there.
Okay.
And that's how I got the sconce and all that.
Right.
And you get more faces, and it looks like they're coming to a door. Like to a porch.
Yeah.
Or something, and facing the door.
Right.
My opinion, allegedly.
Yeah. Do you live close to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm in 2 states.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Yeah, somebody was just asking me.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 2 states, but, Sebastian deserves to be found.
Absolutely.
He didn't deserve this.
Mm-mm.
And this poor kid, I tell you what, it's like he's getting abused again in a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
My
do.
opinion.
Yeah, yeah. And, if, like I said, what I heard through or the person, living on Stafford Court, calling and speaking to Eric Craddock himself, the good old
Yeah.
boy, did what he did. That's uncalled for.
Yeah.
There needs to be an investigation into them, in my opinion, and that's just me. And I'm going to say what I think.
That's my opinion too. And if the neighbors can watch that video, and when I do the screenshots, see if they can recognize anything familiar.
Yeah, they're listening right now. So this is they're listening right now. They'll know.
So I'm going to put some of it out on Tuesday, just on my channel. Nobody has to sub. It's just my channel to do the photos. Nobody has to sub, but it's going to be on.
Well, subbing's free. So, Millie, if you will, drop her channel, and then that way, just like the people that's watching, maybe if they want to, then that way they can be alerted to it. And they're not in here, so we won't know that they even subbed, or whoever they are. You know what I'm saying. So anyway,
it's gonna be the beginning of it. I'm going to do the screenshots, the big light first.
Okay.
Then I'm going to show you the movement of the big light, and then we'll go from there each day of the week.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of process to do on this, so.
Yeah.
It'll be on Tuesday at 8.
Tuesday at 8. Okay. Well, I appreciate that very much. And I thank you for calling in.
And Smiley, all the creators, thank you for being for the voice for all these missing kids.
That's not a problem. I mean, that's
it's
what I'm
so
here
sad,
for.
This world is this bad,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Back our day, we didn't have to worry too much about this. We didn't hurt it, but we go out and play till
dark.
Dust of dawn. Like, come on. Never thought anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We would know. I mean, we would know if there was a bad person or that, white van that, we would know what to do. But, this is insane. But the problem is he didn't
Nope.
run off.
In my opinion, I'm with Chris McDonough. I haven't left the garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my opinion, though. I haven't left the garage.
I know. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So, well, I won't take up any more of your time. I want to thank you guys for letting me speak.
Well, yeah, anytime. I appreciate it. It's not like nobody's beating down Smiley's phones.
Yeah, I'm sending my prayers to Steph. It's sad that one parent has to stand and fight, and the other two just want
joke.
Just to go, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, absolutely. They want it to go away.
It's not going to go away.
No.
Because, there's more technology out there. What I put out, I think they can really work more. So.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
If he was listening tonight and you had something to say to Eric Craddock, what is it you would say to him?
Hey, Eric Craddock, if you're listening, get with the FBI and work on that flashlight video. You might find your suspects. Let me just say that. My opinion, allegedly. Okay. Get with the FBI and get with some teams to help you. Because you're going to need it. Because there's more than 5 people in that video.
Huh. Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely great. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. And thank you.
Well, thank you. You have a blessed night.
You as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was interesting. I also, I wonder about that. I was never one to get into the video and this, that, and the other. I'll let all the bigger creators do that and stuff like that. But, you know, and Mob Crew did a great job. But, hold on. Smiley.
Yeah, hi, Smiley. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, good. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Who are you? Do you want to give a name?
Yes. Yep. This is Mike from chat. Yeah, it's been probably about 3 years since I hopped on a panel here. So.
Oh, great. Hi, Mike.
But I just wanted to say, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for all the hard work you've done in the coverage on all the stuff you do on all the cases.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate it. I mean, you guys, you do a great job keeping Sebastian's name out there. And I can't thank you enough. Okay?
I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No, I really don't have much to say about the case. The only thing I can say really is there's only 2 options where this case can't be solved in the near future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's if he took off and did something silly, or if it was a total stranger abduction, and I don't think any of the chat or any of us believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to think of a case while I was sitting here waiting to call in here, is to compare it to something maybe like, remember that guy, that young man, that Rounds boy that he was a farmer? I mean, and they found his body, 2.5 years later?
Oh, yeah. Dylan. Was it Dylan? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is basically those cops, they knew the 3rd week what happened. I mean, we all did. That guy, that grumpy neighbor who ran into that gate, you know what I mean, that morning?
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, they know, but what I'm saying is it's only been, she said 15 months?
Yes.
And I know I wanted it solved too. I wanted it solved like by March, I was hoping. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Investigations, we just got to remember, investigations take time. They want to find out what happened and solve it. And it just, the bottom line is investigations take time, and it sucks. You know, I mean, it just sucks.
Yeah, and I can agree. I mean, I can agree with that. I can see both sides. I really can see both sides. But I just feel like, you know, especially when you know, there's people saying that they just get dismissed and all this kind of stuff, and even said, but like, you know, I know we want it when we want it, okay, but don't you think, even like with all cases, you know, we got Casey Anthony, we got you know, you go back Haley Cummings, you got Monkey, you got all these cases, and they at least come out and say something. And don't you think that the cops here can at least come out and say something? And they're smart enough not to hurt the case, but they could give people updates and stuff. I mean, don't you think that's kind of odd?
I get so frustrated with that too, Smiley. I do too.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts when they don't give us nothing. But sometimes that's a good thing too, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Seth is so frustrated. I mean, I understand that. I mean, gosh, I couldn't imagine being in their positions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anybody involved in this. And I understand the frustration, but I mean, maybe it's a good thing that they don't want no outside help, you know? I mean, right now, maybe they're on to something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea, but that's all I do, you know? We can't do much. That's what sucks. Besides, like, what you do and, you know, all the people that hand out flyers and help, you know what I mean, whatever, with the searches and stuff. And all we can do is really pray that something happens, you know what I mean? That some answers will come.
Yeah, Shay's right. She just said if they clear one parent and I did ask Seth that personally, because if they clear one parent and then they don't clear the other 2, oh yeah, it would be a madhouse. Everybody would go nuts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And matter of fact, I just want to say another thing. I really enjoy your chat so much.
Thank you.
I mean, I do. I think your mods are great. You're great. You know, I mean, you guys, whatever, you guys, as long as everybody's respectful, normally you keep us. I get in trouble every now and then, you know, but whatever. But I just appreciate you for everything you do. That's really why I wanted to call in and just say hi to you. Okay?
Oh, thank you. Well, I want to say hi to you, and I want to let you know somebody said he sounds like he has a radio voice. Are you sure he's not on the radio?
No. But okay, I won't keep you long. But I just got a new phone, and or whatever. That's how I'm not very tech savvy. Okay.
Oh,
So,
me either. Don't worry about that.
I got to get my new number updated, whatever, and I'll become sub.
Oh, well, don't worry about all that. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, I had to figure out how to hit. In case I had to figure out how to use the speakerphone or something, I was trying to figure out how to do it.
Honey, don't worry about that. You're fine.
Okay, I won't take up time, and we gotta just keep our faith that they're gonna get it solved. That's all we gotta do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you have a good night, Mike, and thank you so much for calling in.
Yep. Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Oh, that was nice. Okay, so that was nice. But yeah, and everybody's right. We do get frustrated. Oh my gosh, we get so frustrated. I get frustrated more than anybody. But that is right. If they did clear somebody, yeah, it would be a madhouse. It would be a madhouse. But, I just wanted to know, what y'all's thoughts were and how you thought that they were handling the case because, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know what to think anymore about anything. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Mike's got that little sweet voice going on there. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you so much. They thought you had a radio voice. Thank you for calling in. But yeah, I don't know, it's just so frustrating. Did everybody hear the letter? Did y'all go back and listen yesterday to the letter that the neighbors wrote? Because I keep saying the neighbors. I don't know where they live. I just know they live on Stafford, and they gave me the permission to say that. I don't know where they live, though. So I just say Stafford. I just say they could live at one end or the other, or they could be right next door. I don't know where they live. But I always say neighbors. Y'all know how Smiley talks. But anyway, if you did not, please go back and listen to that because I read it in the beginning of my live yesterday, and it was very interesting. This person had talked to Eric Craddock, and I hope that Eric, will not just push Sebastian off, and no matter what he's doing, it doesn't matter that Brandon Carter is doing this day and night. He's tired, honey. He needs some more eyes. And as a sheriff, you should be making sure he's getting help, whether that's your help or you bring somebody else in to help him. Because when tips don't start. Smiley?
Hi, Miss Smiley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
This is Kiki. Good.
Hey, Kiki. Love you, girl.
Love you.
What you doing?
Lord, I don't think you want my opinion, do you?
Yeah, go for it, girl. Go for it.
Oh, there's just so much that I just lay and I think, what in the world? But in my opinion, for one, is that I think that in the beginning, things were really messed up by law enforcement to begin with.
Right.
Okay. As far as, just listening to dispatch, I've been going over and over that. Messed up there. And then, what was I thinking? Sorry. Number two, you were mentioning that, they could at least do some sort of, speaking to the public.
Right.
I think the public deserves that, for one. they don't, like you said, have to tell anything that's, that's pertinent to the case. Just come out and actually, just give an update.
Yeah.
And then what bothers me a lot is when, like, the Cajun Navy and all that was out there searching. Why did they not have law enforcement to back them up when people were making threats, to walk around with them and say, hey, you can't do that?
Yeah, and what gets me about that, and I don't mean to stop you right there. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think Eric said something about no police reports were made. But look here, no police reports really needed to be made, because look here, it was all over the news and everything. Why was a place like that being threatened and nobody was doing or saying anything about it? That's just my opinion.
Yes. I mean, if they really, truly, in my opinion, wanted to find the child, then I'm talking Ellie, then they would have had protection for the people that were searching for the child.
Yes, I agree.
And they would have stopped threats.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At all.
And if you'll remember, Eric said that didn't, either it didn't happen or they didn't file a report, but that has nothing to do with it, because it was all over the news. And a place like that's not going to just pack up and leave. Come on, give me a break.
Exactly. And did they hear about it? I mean, Ellie's supposed to be out there with the people searching, right?
Well, I guess that depends on your opinion, whoever's opinion, but,
I truly feel, in my opinion,
yeah,
that if this case was in a different county, such as like Knox County, it wouldn't be going the way it's going.
I agree. I hope if this ever, and I don't care if it is a neighbor down the street or down 20 miles down the road. I don't care if it has nothing to do with the parents, the step parents, anybody else. If it ever comes to court or the trials, I certainly hope they got the good sense that God gave them to move this out of that county.
Yes, and that's what should be happening.
Yeah.
Everybody else is being investigated and everything else, so why is it just my opinion?
Yeah.
Everybody else that's included.
Exactly.
But my heart breaks for Seth.
Oh, mine does.
It really breaks, because you can see the hurt in his eyes, crying out for help.
Yeah.
His hands are tied,
Yeah. And that's not fake. Let me tell you something. When I seen him face to face, that's not fake. I was not in his face. We had dinner the night before. I was at one end of the table. He was at the other. I didn't poke him with questions about this case, nor, or Sebastian. The night just went how the night went. But I did look at him. I did see him. I did, and I asked him if I could give him a hug, and I did. And actually, I hugged him twice that night. And you can see the pain. You can feel the pain. It's real. There's nothing fake about it. There's nothing fake about him.
I mean, for goodness sake, like you said, I think it was the Last Supper video or something that you made. He is law enforcement also.
Yeah.
Just a different county.
Yeah.
Why are they not backing him?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just like them, whether they want to believe it or not. And I ain't talking about law enforcement. I'm talking about, what would you do? I don't know how I said it, but what do they do when one of theirs, something happens to them, or there's a fallen cop or something like that, or it's one of their very own that they're looking for a child? They do everything in their power to stand up for each other. And Seth's got none of that, and that's a crying shame. It really is.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
It does not make any sense whatsoever.
No.
I mean, anybody could come. I mean, I've only been on, 5 months now, I think.
Yeah.
And I came into it, like I said, my daddy passed in October, right after your mom. I'm sorry for that. And I started thinking, I'll start a channel because of some things that went on with my dad.
Yeah.
See if anybody could relate to what went on.
Yeah.
And my mom was a mod. And she's like, hey, you need to listen to this and this and this. And I started studying it. I'm like, wow, maybe I can help someone somehow,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand that completely. That's exactly how I got started with Summer Wells. I didn't have any clue it was like this, but, it is what
Tennessee,
it is.
I just feel like Tennessee, and we live in Tennessee, and I'll say it.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different problems in other states, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tennessee needs major changes, I do believe.
Yeah.
So, but it was good talking to you.
Well, you too. Thank
everyone ready for bed, and I'll listen. I may be in the bushes.
All right. Well, thank you for all you're doing too. And
thank you.
I won't say which one, but I know that you have one that we were talking about, putting the little smiley face over the kids or whatever. Did you ever figure that out?
I did not, but I need to do that. I'm going to try to do that on my laptop tonight.
Yeah,
because
because
I can figure that out.
Yeah, because I want you to show that. I want you to do good. I think that's something that needs to be shown. So much stuff needs to be shown and come out. And I think you're doing a good job, though.
Well, thank you. And I want to thank you and Justin. I know he's on his lap, for being welcoming.
Oh, yeah.
And, welcoming me, and y'all didn't know me from Adam.
Oh, no problem.
Was for Grace.
Y'all, this is Kiki also. Kiki, 2025 True Crime. And she's Miss Grace Paris's daughter. And yeah, she's got her little channel if y'all want to go sub, but she's so sweet. And so she's keeping Sebastian out. But yeah, she's so sweet. She's doing a good job. Doing a good job.
Thank you, Smiley. And I don't mean to drive you insane with emails. My mom says, Christy, is that all you think about? Yeah, I do, Mom. Sorry. Love you.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. Mike said her mother got her involved. Laugh out loud. It's okay.
All right. Y'all have a good night, and I'll be listening.
All right, you too. Thank you, honey. Bye.
Thank you. Love you.
All right, love you. Bye. Yeah, so that's sweet. And Daily Tab, I seen you in here. Many prayers to you, honey. I was just thinking about you today. Many prayers. But yeah, this case is just wild. But yeah, people, please come out and talk. People come out and talk, say things, do whatever we can to keep Sebastian out there. We're not going to let this case go cold, and we can't. It's not like Seth is just going on about his business too, and everybody's just going on. Seth is really hurting. He's really hurting, and he wants his son back. He wants his son back, and Sebastian deserves to be found. So, I hope to goodness Ellie is on this. I really want to believe, hey, Garrett, I really want to believe that they're doing their best. Sometimes, no matter what it is, our best is never good enough. And I understand that. And I don't want to make it worse. But this is something 15 months later. Smiley.
Hey, Smiley, it's Ann Reynolds.
Hey, Miss Ann, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I wanted to ask y'all, your viewers and you, have you guys heard anything about the internal affairs reviewing at night?
Yeah, I briefly heard something about that. I'm not all caught up on it, about an hour or something before I came on, but I was doing other things. I don't really know what all is going on with that other than I did. Shay said that phone scared the heck out of her. I know, I even looked and had it in my hand. Sorry. I don't know, honestly, what is going on with all that. To be honest with you, I had just heard a bit of it, and somebody sent me something like Crime Time Buzz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I seen it on there, and I says, I gotta call Smiley and find out if it's true or not.
Well, I mean, it's true because I did see it. I went and looked on it to verify it through Twitter, and they themselves put it up. You know, they want all transparency, so they did themselves put it up. So it is true. I didn't read through all of it. I literally did forward it to one of my mods, my main mod, Millie, to go over it and everything, because I was, like I said, coming on here, and I haven't had time to read through it. But yes, it is true. I don't know. I feel like it's something about an audit. I don't know if anybody else in here can tell me if they know. I feel like it is somebody may have caught up on them. You know, they've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you got all this stuff, everybody suing everybody and this, that, and the other. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I soon prefer to stay out of that mess. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you, Miss Ann. My concern right now is Sebastian.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering how this is going to affect them looking for Sebastian.
Well, I mean, I guess it only affects them looking for Sebastian if they allow it to affect them looking for Sebastian, to be honest with you. They can be citizens just like us, which should have nothing to do with their business or anything, right?
Right.
So if somebody told me, and I don't know, again, I don't know what's going on. I'm just speaking hypothetically, but if somebody told me, Smiley, you got to shut your YouTube channel down. You can never come back on the internet again for whatever reason. I'd be like, okay. Is that going to stop me from trying to find Sebastian? No. Is it going to stop me from talking to Seth? No. I got his number. He's got mine. Is it going to stop me from going to Tennessee? Nope. Is it going to stop me from searching, putting out flyers? Is it going to stop me from writing these representatives or doing what I do? No. So why should whatever, and I don't even know the whatever's going on with that night, why should that affect Sebastian other than, and again, I don't know, other than I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you. I've been there. I'm going to tell you. Other than these people, whoever these people may be, are going to be on other channels, and they're going to slander the shit out of at night, and it's going to be on Twitter, and it's going to be here, and it's going to be there. But I'm going to tell yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know who's right and who's wrong. I really don't. You know.
I don't either. This is why I only have a small amount of people I listen to anymore. And I get on their channels, and if they'll let me up on their panel, I'll get up there.
Yeah. I mean, it don't affect me either way. It don't affect my channel either way. I done told y'all, I ain't Sebastian's mom or dad. I can feel whatever way I want. I try not to hurt the way that I feel. I can't let how I feel or what I think deter me because somebody else, the mom or the dad, don't want me thinking that way. Okay. I have not signed no NDA or no crap that whatever somebody else has done, I don't work for nobody. I don't answer to nobody.
Smiley.
Nobody but Smiley. I've never, you know, if my mama was still alive, she'll tell you. My husband can tell you. Smiley does what Smiley wants. I do what I feel like's right. I don't do what somebody tells me to do. I don't follow the masses to fit in. If I don't fit in, I don't fit in. But
can you mail me a flyer?
I can if you send me. You got to send me your. Don't do it on here on the phone because people can hear you. But but send me. If you can email me or get Loretto to do it or something, because I know, you trust her. Get somebody, send me, if you can email me your address and I will send you some flyers. Yes, ma'am.
I just want one because I got a printer. I can make more. I go over towards Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee a lot.
Okay.
And I want to spread them flyers around there because there was a saying early on when Sebastian went missing of him in Gatlinburg, and I seen the picture of this boy, and I seen the woman that he was with looked like CT's sister.
And
it looked identical to Sebastian, and nobody went over there to investigate it, and I know they didn't.
Wow. In that case, if you ever see something like that again, did you make pictures?
I can tell you what TV channel had it on. It's the channel 10. I can send you it, or I can have Loretto send it to you. I can find it because I can hunt it up. Because they have talked about it quite a bit.
Okay, I might have saw that one. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's
WR
just
something, I think.
Yeah, I'll look at it. Little Red's in here now, so she hears you. And it may be. I do know. I do know there was trips made to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge by Seth, but that was on tips that probably would have not turned out so good if it would have been Sebastian. But I haven't heard anybody say anything about any tips like this, so I don't know. But I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and this woman took a picture of it.
Yeah.
She was a waitress or something at the restaurant that they were in, and they were leaving at the time. And they said that somebody said that Gatlinburg has all kinds of cameras outside.
They do.
On the roads and everything around there. And they were wondering if someone else got a copy of this, of him. I used to watch this guy, he done only Gatlinburg area mostly, and he even talked about it.
Yeah.
I can tell you his channel, if Loretto wants to know it, I'll send it to Loretto.
Okay.
His channel name.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, I would want to say that if it was something like that, that somebody would have, the information. I don't know.
The only TV channel that had it on about it was the local Knoxville channel, which is Channel 10, and I forgot the call numbers, letters on it. I used to be good at that because
Yeah.
I used to be a record driver dispatcher.
Yeah, exactly. Little Red-O said, Smiley Stories World, yes, it's not newsworthy. It's a total play by the one world. It was not affecting anything. I'm not sure. I've missed some of these comments, so I'm not sure what she means, but I just meant, she means not on the news, I guess, but yeah, in Gatlinburg, funny face. I just mean, I didn't know if it got turned into LE or something like that. That's what I meant.
I don't think it ever did.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever did.
Yeah.
But this was very early on. He went missing February. I think it was like middle
February.
to the beginning, somewhere between middle and the second week or the third week of March that he was there.
Oh, wow. Well, see, a lot of people do think, that somebody else has him as far as family, or they gave him, like to somebody to keep or something. I don't know. I just,
I'm telling you, Smiley, that picture of him in Grandfather Mountain, I don't care what anybody
I'm with you.
says. That is Sebastian.
Well, I will say this in my opinion, if there's some weird stuff going on about that, in my opinion, because I believe what I believe. I don't believe he ever made it out of that house. That's just me. However, I can't even turn a blind eye to everything. And so I'm open to all the things. And that one thing right there, if, like I said in my live, if Sebastian could have spit him out himself, he looked so much like he did, because he looked so much like Sebastian. But here's the thing. Seth didn't get to see, and this is something weird later on. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you so much. Here's the thing. The lady, said don't bother no more and all this and that. Okay, I get that. There were pictures prior to, but one thing that I and somebody else did find later on, months and months and months later, then if you go back, those pictures are not there. However, they had a family photo in, I think, January with all their kids. And guess who was not in that family photo? I'm just saying, y'all.
Yes, that's what I have been hearing. I have heard that she closed her Facebook down and then reopened it, but every picture of that boy was taken out of there.
Yeah.
So that is telling me that is him.
Well, you got to say in your opinion, because we don't know for a fact. Yeah.
In my opinion, that is him. And I feel it. I can feel that it's him. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's talking, y'all, about now the North Carolina thing. Yep. That's what she's talking about now. So, no, that wasn't Al. That wasn't AI. Sorry. But yeah, that's just, yeah. Well, that would be the closest thing.
My opinion. I'll never forget that. When I seen that picture, I said, "Oh my gosh!"
I understand.
See, we've got these camps over here in North Carolina, and one of the camps they had to shut it down. I can't remember where it's at. I'd have to hunt it up on 13 WLOS. They shut the camp down because they found one of the children that was in that camp had passed away.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. That seems to happen at some of these places a lot, especially the one in Tennessee. But yeah,
that was really funny because this happened not long after Sebastian went missing that they shut this camp down.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm.
I'd have to go hunt it up on 13 WLOS because that's our local station out of Asheville, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
About it.
Wow. That's wow.
But it wasn't far from where I'm at. I'm in Otto.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
like, I don't care to tell people where I'm at, but where I'm like located, but I won't tell them exactly where I'm located.
Yeah. Let's see. Little Red says she'll find it for you. And then Lady for Justice says, Smiley, we need you to expose that camp. Well, y'all find it and send it to me. You know me. I don't have a problem exposing that camp, honey.
I'll find it. I'll find it too. Tell little Redo, I'm gonna go look back on 13 WLOS because that was about almost a year ago.
Yes, ma'am. Well, look, anything.
This is June. Yeah, I think it was around June that they shut it down.
Mm-hmm. Anything is worth looking into. It doesn't matter how we feel. If we feel he made it out of the house, he didn't. We feel like there's foul play or there's not. It doesn't matter because we feel like everything needs to be looked into, and which, in my opinion, is the same thing that Sumner County should be doing because everybody is correct. We are not the police,
No.
But,
no.
We are not detectives. But
we're the ones that are doing their job, not them.
Thank you. They, and all these people out here want to be mad at us. Well, hell, somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, they ain't going to do it. We need to do it.
Yeah. And they just need to listen. They need to listen. Sometimes I want to shake them.
Oh, gosh, me too. I'd like to shake them up.
Yeah.
I've got a nephew that's a cop.
Yeah.
And he kind of tells me a little bit about the law around and everything and that and what's going on and stuff and about all the rogues around down where he's at. Because he's not in North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's in Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I get it. All right. Well, Miss Ann, I'm going to let somebody else call in here, but I appreciate you calling so much.
Thank you.
No.
And I'll get a hold of little bit. I can't say it. I'll get a hold of her somehow and get with her and we can talk.
Okay. She said she's taking notes.
You got my phone number on your phone. Maybe you can send it to her somehow.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I don't even look at these numbers, y'all. So if you're afraid of that, honey, I ain't even looking at these numbers. But okay, I got it, and I'll see here.
And she can call me, and her and I can, patch things up here.
Okay. All right. We'll do.
Okay.
All right. You have a great night.
You too.
Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So that was good. Yeah. So that was good. So what do y'all think? Is anybody else want to call in? Do you have anything else that you think is going on with Sumner County? or anybody want to say anything about Sebastian or anything like that, anything you'd like to see done, anything you'd like to say to the sheriff if he could hear you. I mean, anything? Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And funny face, Brenda, I saw your message a while ago. Of course, you know I'm not going to sell my soul, honey. I done told you I ain't selling my soul. I ain't signing shit. I ain't selling my soul. No, I do this because I want to do it. Absolutely. You said I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to hear that. You know me better than that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just a bunch of crooks there, in my opinion. Resign, Craddock. Resign. Okay. Okay. I just say get on the ball, get on the ball. And you know what I say? I say get this to the DA, put it in front of the grand jury if it hasn't been there already. That's what I say. And that's where I think it needs to go. And it's very obvious that yeah, and Miss Grace said, Craddock, get more gum. Yeah, and you don't chew the gum on the interviews, hon. Please don't do that. Stick it on the bottom of your shoe or the back of your ear or something. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because, yes, like SI officer said, we are waiting patiently. We're waiting patiently. And, I wrote Governor Lee, and I told him I was okay, I'm going to read y'all this. I told him I was a deeply concerned citizen. I told him I was a deeply concerned citizen, a dual resident of Tennessee and Florida, and I was, hold on a minute, I had to put that phone down. And regarding this ongoing case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who disappeared in Sumner County, and I, along with many other residents, are increasingly worried about the lack of apparent progress in this investigation by Sumner County Sheriff's Office. There is a growing sentiment within the community that the investigation has not been pursued with the urgency or the thoroughness that is distressing. And it's a distressing situation that demands attention. Therefore, I respectfully request that your office review the investigative efforts undertaken by the Sumner County Sheriff's Office in this matter. We urge you to consider directing to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and FBI, anyone above them, to offer assistance and expertise to ensure that all potential leads are being thoroughly explored and that no stone is left unturned in this search for Sebastian Rogers. The safe return of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is our utmost priority, and we believe your intervention could be instrumental in ensuring comprehensive and just resolution to this heartbreaking case. Thank you for your time and consideration to this urgent matter. And then I signed all of my name and all of that stuff. That was to him. This is what I wrote to Ray Whitley. Dear District Attorney Ray Whitley, I am writing to you with profound concern regarding the ongoing missing person case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. As a deeply invested member of the community, I implore your office to intensify its efforts to locate Sebastian and to ultimately bring this critical matter before a grand jury for thorough consideration. The prolonged absence of a young child under such concerning circumstances has understandably generated significant anxiety and a pressing need for answers within our community as well as around the world. While I acknowledge the ongoing investigation, I respectfully urge your office to explore every possible avenue with renewed vigor and dedication. To that end, I specifically request that your office consider the following actions. Reevaluate all existing evidence and leads with a fresh perspective, ensuring no detail has been overlooked. Deploy additional investigative sources if necessary to explore potential new leads and conduct further interviews. Consider utilizing specialized units or external expertise that may offer unique insights or capabilities in missing person cases. Maintain transparent communications with the community regarding the progress of investigation within the bounds of protecting its integrity. Initiate the process of presenting the findings of the investigation to a grand jury at its earliest appropriate time. This step is crucial for a thorough, independent review of the evidence and to determine if criminal charges are warranted. The safety and well-being of a child are paramount, and the unresolved nature of Sebastian's disappearance demands unwavering commitment to finding him and uncovering the truth. Bringing this case before a grand jury will demonstrate the seriousness with which your office is treating this matter and will provide an essential layer of scrutiny to the investigative process. Thank you for your immediate attention to this urgent request. The community places its trust in your office to pursue justice relentlessly and to bring resolution to this deeply concerning case. Let's see, what are y'all saying? How about Sumner County? Yeah. Yeah. Look, I say, write everybody. That's what I say. That's what I say, write everybody. Write everybody. And I've wrote more, but I won't bore y'all with that. But I'm just telling y'all. You know, hold on. The only person who would run against Snuggle might be retired LA County State U.S. who lives in the county and recently retired or about to retire in current position. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. But there are others I have wrote to, and I just say continue. Let me take this down. Lord have mercy, where's it at? I say just continue to keep his name and his face out there. You know, continue to write to these people. Don't let nobody tell you any different. Whether you think it helps or it don't, you know, that's fine too. But at least you can say you did something. And at least you know that you tried. It's kind of like when you have kids or a loved one or somebody and you don't want to give up on them. You have tried everything that you could and they're going the wrong way or something like that. And if they passed away or whatever, you know that you did everything in your power. Everything that you did. You don't have to sit there and go, well, what if I would have did this? What if I would have done that? What if? Because you know that you did everything you possibly could have done. And that's what I intend to do. And I don't care who likes it. And I don't care who don't like it. And I don't care who drags me. And I don't care who makes fun of me. I could care less. Okay? I really could. And I beg of everybody to continue to do the same. Honestly. I don't want this case to end up like others. There's things that y'all don't know that I do in the background. You just don't know. Don't ever bother to ask my husband, because he'll tell you 24/7. 24/7, she never stops. And I don't stop. It is what it is, And if I set my mind to do something, I'm going to do it. And nobody is going to stop me. But there's officials that need to hear from us respectfully. You don't have to be a butthead. You can be respectful. You can remind the public. You can pay attention. The public is watching. Sebastian needs us. Absolutely. Take 5 minutes a day. Write. Call your local leaders, call whoever, right? Leave a voicemail, leave a flyer. Oh, thank you, funny face Brenda. Just say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. His story matters. His story matters. His story matters. He matters. He matters. Okay? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers matters. Silence is not an option. It's not. It's not an option. So I appreciate all of you calling in. I do. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for calling in. Thank you, Shay, for coming in. Keep up the good work on those videos. Oh my God, I love those videos. I do watch them. Hold on, let me see. I got one more thing here. Hold on just a minute. I got one more email here. Hold on. Okay, I'm not sure what this means. Okay. Seth was locked in a jail on a Oh, okay. It means he was at work. Okay, this is from the person that lived in the neighborhood again. I guess they wanted to say something before we left. Okay, hold on. Seth was locked in a jail on video, in my opinion. Eric doesn't want to confirm what they already know. Yeah, he says, we don't know what we don't know. He tries to sound a little bit sexy. He sounds a little bit freaking crazy if you ask me. But anyway, sorry. Sometimes I do that. Seth was locked in a jail on a video. In my opinion, Eric doesn't want to confirm what they already know. Seth is innocent. All roads lead to 1008. It hurts us to know that abuse was going on in that house, so close to us, and nobody knew. Only Seth has the CPS reports. What happened to the rest of the Texas Roadhouse video, ? What PC did they suspect to get a landfill search warrant? ? Was it missing electronics? Maybe a camera? Anything odd missing from the bedroom? What PC? We never been told from day one. Lock your doors. Keep a close eye on the house or kids. That tells us it was no stranger, and they know, in my opinion. And I agree with this person. Look, I said that from day one. And if they did nothing but come out and said, guys, I'm sorry we didn't come out and do this sooner, but we can tell you it's no stranger abduction. So nobody has to worry about keeping their kids safe. They don't have to clear nobody. Not Seth, not anybody. They don't have to clear nobody. They don't have to, they didn't even give the neighbors a luxury of letting them know if their kids was fine or not. That's not good. It's just not. Thank you for watching me. You know who you are. Thank you so much for writing me. You are welcome. I pray that your community over there gets some relief soon, some peace soon. And those of you that didn't know, this person also told me they had even thought about selling and getting out of there. Why should people have to leave their neighborhood? The Proud Feet came in after these people were there. And speaking of the landfill, I do want to just answer this. I know it's been answered before, but I feel like this is just my opinion, when they were looking, I don't feel like they were looking for Sebastian. I don't feel like they were looking for somebody. I do feel like they were looking for something. I feel like they were looking for cameras. I feel like they were looking for something. And Katie, where's that brace that Sebastian wore on his chest in that picture? Huh. I'll have to ask Seth that he's still supposed to wear that. I wonder, because you know why I wonder that? If he did, does she still have that? If he was not wearing that, because nobody said look for Sebastian if he had that on. But if he didn't have that, does she still have that? Or does she throw that away? If she threw that away, that means she knows he's not coming back. Thank you all for joining me. If you have any information or you want to speak up, please email me or call. If you see him, if you think you see him, dial 911. If you have any tips or anything, I'm just going to say and leave it at this. Call 1-800 TBI find. Hell, I'm so confused now. I don't even know who to call. Okay? But somebody out there knows something. And I think soon. So, y'all have a great night. And thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for calling in and being here. This was fun as far as the call-ins. It was fun getting your thoughts. And I want to have other call-ins soon. Thank you. Bye.